What if the most productive farms in America don't use tractors, chemicals, or even electricity? While modern agriculture leans on machines and synthetic inputs, Amish gardens quietly outperform them using centuries-old wisdom. These traditional plots aren't just growing food, they're growing abundance through resourcefulness, observation, and deep respect for nature. From composting kitchen scraps to timing planting by blooming flowers, Amish methods prove that working with the land, not against it, yields powerful results. In this video, we'll uncover time-tested techniques that reveal how Amish gardens secretly produce more than many high-tech farms. And don't forget to subscribe for more traditional skills and the forgotten wisdom still feeding families today. Amish gardeners turn everyday waste into powerful soil nutrients. Instead of throwing things away, they reuse kitchen scraps and farm waste with care. Crushed eggshells supply calcium to prevent blossom end rot in tomatoes. Banana peels buried near fruiting plants add potassium, while used tea leaves and coffee grounds boost nitrogen in compost. Even fish scraps are buried deep to decompose slowly and enrich the soil with phosphorus and nitrogen. Wood ash from stoves provides potassium. Old newspapers suppress weeds, and broken terracotta pots are reused as plant markers or for drainage. Chicken feathers are added to compost for nitrogen. This zero-waste approach helps the Amish create fertile, healthy soil without relying on expensive synthetic fertilizers, proving that nothing in nature should go unused. The Amish avoid synthetic pesticides, instead relying on clever and safe natural pest control methods. Marigolds are planted alongside vegetables, not only for beauty, but because they repel insects and root knot nematodes. Human hair is scattered around garden beds to keep deer and rabbits at bay. For weed control, they use horticultural vinegar, 10 to 20% acetic acid, which can kill most weeds within 24 hours. Cinnamon powder, known for its antifungal properties, is sprinkled around seedlings to prevent damping off disease. Ducks are allowed to roam gardens to eat slugs and insect larvae. Beneficial birds and insects are encouraged to balance ecosystems naturally. These methods allow Amish gardeners to grow food abundantly without polluting their land or harming useful species. Amish soil fertility doesn't depend on chemical fertilizers. Instead, they rely on nature's gifts, especially animal manure. Waste from cows, pigs, chickens, and horses is carefully composted into nutrient-rich organic matter. This compost is spread during planting seasons to feed the soil and improve its texture and moisture retention. Other natural boosters, like compost tea or alfalfa meal, are used during transplanting to reduce shock. The Amish also build raised beds using natural materials like mulch or straw to aid drainage and suppress weeds. Unlike modern farms that focus on short-term production, Amish gardeners treat soil as a living system. Their soil is healthy, well-fed, and rich in microbial life, which leads to stronger plants and better harvests year after year. Amish gardeners rely heavily on heirloom seeds, which are open-pollinated, non-hybrid varieties passed down through generations. These seeds are valued for their strong genetics, rich flavor, and ability to thrive in local climates. Each season, seeds are saved from the healthiest, most productive plants and carefully stored in glass jars or paper envelopes. This practice reduces dependency on commercial seed suppliers and preserves plant diversity. Amish families often exchange seeds within their community to further support biodiversity. Unlike genetically modified seeds that can't reproduce reliably, heirloom seeds keep adapting and improving over time. This self-sufficient approach results in healthier plants, greater resistance to pests, and a deepened connection between the grower and the land, one rooted in tradition and survival. Amish gardeners use companion planting and crop rotation to naturally prevent pests, restore nutrients, and increase yields. They plant basil near tomatoes to repel hornworms and onions with carrots to deter carrot flies. The Three Sisters method, corn, beans, and squash planted together, is a common and effective tradition. Corn supports climbing beans, beans enrich the soil with nitrogen, and squash shades out weeds. Rotating crops seasonally also breaks pest cycles and prevents soil exhaustion. For example, planting beans after corn replenishes nitrogen levels in the soil. These strategic methods eliminate the need for synthetic treatments, creating a balanced system that keeps producing year after year. The result is healthy plants, fewer pests, and a thriving, resilient garden ecosystem. The Amish rely on hand tools and horse-drawn equipment instead of fuel-powered machines. This choice helps preserve soil structure by avoiding the compaction caused by heavy tractors. Research confirms that horse-drawn plows are significantly lighter than tractors and do less damage to soil porosity, which supports healthy healthy root systems and better water retention. Tools such as hoes, weed pullers, and hand tillers are commonly used for tilling, planting, and weeding. Although more labor-intensive, this method eliminates fossil fuel use, reduces pollution, and keeps operating costs low. Many tools are handmade locally, promoting both sustainability and craftsmanship. This low-tech method keeps Amish gardens productive without the environmental costs of modern machinery. Instead of relying solely on commercial planting calendars, the Amish often observe natural cues to time their planting. For instance, peas are commonly planted when lilac buds begin to swell, a phenological sign recognized for its accuracy in aligning with local climate conditions. Sorrel weeds can also indicate acidic soil, prompting lime application. These signs reflect deep observational knowledge of nature's rhythms. While some Amish families may also follow lunar planting traditions, this practice is rooted in folklore and lacks strong scientific support. Therefore, it has been omitted here. However, their connection with the seasons consistently ensures timely planting, healthier crops, and a resilient gardening system. Amish gardeners often extend their growing season without the use of electricity by constructing cold frames and hoop houses, simple structures covered in plastic that trap solar heat during the day and retain warmth at night. This allows hardy crops like lettuce, spinach, and radishes to thrive during early spring and late fall. These structures can effectively stretch the growing season by up to 2 to 3 months, depending on climate. Rainwater is collected from rooftops into barrels or underground tanks and used for irrigation. This water is chemical-free and naturally warmer, which benefits plants. The entire system is off-grid, using gravity or hand pumps for water distribution. On Amish farms, animals play active roles in the garden ecosystem. Chickens are allowed to forage in garden beds during the off-season, naturally tilling the soil and consuming weed seeds and insects. Ducks are particularly effective at controlling pests like slugs and beetle larvae. Goats are used to clear brush, making way for new planting areas. The manure produced by these animals is composted and used to fertilize soil with rich organic matter. This integrated system mirrors natural ecological cycles, reducing the need for synthetic inputs while enhancing soil health and farm productivity. For the Amish, gardening is more than just food production. It's a spiritual act rooted in stewardship, humility, and gratitude. Tending to the land is seen as a duty to care for God's creation. This belief influences choices like avoiding chemical inputs, reusing materials, saving heirloom seeds, and practicing sustainable methods. Gardening becomes a reflection of their faith, encouraging harmony with nature instead of control over it. These values foster biodiversity and create self-sustaining ecosystems that benefit not just people, but the broader environment. The Amish have never needed high-tech machinery, synthetic chemicals, or government subsidies to grow abundance. Their quiet, disciplined way of working with nature, rather than trying to dominate it, offers a powerful reminder. Sometimes, the most effective solutions are the oldest ones. From waste-free composting to heirloom seeds and simple hand tools, their gardens thrive through respect, observation, and faith. Which Amish gardening method would you like to try in your garden? Let us know in the comments below. If you found inspiration in these time-tested techniques, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more forgotten wisdom that's still feeding families today.